Hello everyone and welcome in. My name is Melanie and I am with Country Outback Crafts, and today I'm going to recreate a banner using a wedding pattern that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby. That's what it was. It was in the wedding section, and I'm going to recreate it to something you can hang over your mantle or fireplace or a door for Christmas. I'm not going to use all of them. We are going to use six. Welcome in, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Let's pull out on this end. We'll pull these off. Again, I got this banner at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 60 or 70% off. I don't think I've ever been to Hobby Lobby and their wedding section has not been 60 to 70% off. I'm going to leave the two ends longer. Then I'll just make a hoop so we can make a knot on it to hang it. So you have extras to make something else. Again, make sure it goes in the same direction. I'm going to use the opposite side on these. And you can paint both sides and have it for Christmas and then flip it for another holiday. Again, we're just going to paint these up real quick. And I am using Paint Blue by Dixie Belle. And this dries quick, so this ought to go fast. I'm not going to paint both sides. But again, you can paint both sides and make this other side for another holiday. Welcome in. say it all the time. I could have painted these ahead of time. So take so long, but this dries fast, so we'll be okay. I want to make sure that I weave them back on the right way. That's why I'm leaving a couple that way, so I know which way these have to go back on. It may look simple, but when you take them off, they never go back on the same way. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. I thought one coat would cover these, but the wood is soaking this right up. Hi, Leah. How are you? That's okay. I appreciate you being here now. Again, I know everybody doesn't want to watch me paint, but I'm trying to do it quickly. And of course, they don't dry as quick as you'd like them to dry. Just want to weave one of these back on so I don't forget after we put them together which way they went. So I'll guessing we're going to do it this way. I'm just going to do one so we remember how to string the rest of them back. That's how they're going to go. Again, you could do the other side for another holiday, but for time's sake, we're just going to do the front side. Again, it's just a banner out of the wedding section from Hobby Lobby. And I should have painted these prior. I say it every time. But if anybody's watching on the replay, just fast forward through this paint part. These be cute just to make with ornaments too. Make ornaments out of these. They are the perfect size. One more. Hey, Daylene. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we don't have one more. That's the one we strung through. So we don't forget how to string it through. So I'm just going to hit this with some heat. Give it one more coat. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. And I know everybody doesn't want to watch paint dry. Painting, period. Trying to do this part quick. Hello, Janet. Welcome. Welcome, everyone that's here. Anybody's watching this on the replay, they could type in #replay. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can fast forward through my painting. I don't remember if I did a second coat on this one. I think we're good. I think we're good on this part. Welcome in, everyone. this one spot where this wood just sucked up the paint on this. A lot of this stencil is going to cover this. This one should be okay. That one's okay. Okay, we should be able to go from here on in. I'm just going to knock out any of the paint that got in to this hole. All right, I am going to take, again, I have this one on here so we know which way these go back on to hang right. So it's going to hang that way, just like this. It's shorter on top, larger on the bottom. So that's going to be our first one. So on my first one, we are going to, I am just using IOD stamp letters. You can use stencil letters that you can get from Dollar Tree that have them cut out, and just place them on and stencil it, or you could just use these stamps if you have the IOD ones. And this I don't want perfect. I want it so it's offset like that. Hoping everybody can see and there's no glare, which there probably is. But you'll see it here in a second as soon as I put the lettering or the ink onto it. Let's get rid of this. Anything white seems to give me that glare all the time. And I'm just stamping it with ink. I shouldn't have got rid of that because now it's going to go all over the table. Again, I'm just stamping it with ink, colored ink. And I'm going to place it onto our circle. Again, I don't want it perfect. So if it's off a little, that's okay. wrong side. Welcome in, everyone. So we have our let. Again, I didn't want it perfect. If you want it darker, if you want your letters darker, you could use a black to make yours a little bolder. Again, I didn't want it to really stick out. This, excuse me, I need to get straight if I can get it straight. We'll do our best. It's a little off. That's okay. So we have our it. Just remember that you put it the right way. Remember, the shorter piece, if you use these, the shorter section goes to the top. I'm going to do it backwards since this one's on. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And if that happens, we can refix that with just a little paint. We'll get rid of that. Go to the top or to the bottom? I don't remember. I think it goes that way. It goes that way. The N always gets me. I think that's the correct way. If not, we have extras to correct it. The N and the S I've put upside down many times. You can't screw up on the O. Last one. All right. This one has to go this way. Okay, so I am going to fix our couple mistakes that I did with the ink that went into it or tapped onto our circles. So I'm just going to fix that really quick. We probably ain't going to see it once we put the stencil on, but just in case. I'm going to say the stencil's going to hide it. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. That one was good. This one we got just a smidgen. I think that's all. I just want to make sure the ink doesn't bleed through. Again, this wood is so dry. Just soaking it up. Came through on that end again. Welcome in, everyone. How is everyone's Wednesday? I am going to try a different brush because I think there's blue on the brush we're trying to use to fix this. So we ain't using that one. Let's try this one. Yep, that was it. I think I had blue ink on that brush because now that worked. That one's gone, that one's gone, that one's gone. And you know what? I'm going to leave it because our stencil's going to cover that. I am going to use, for our next step, I am using the dry text spackling and a stencil. And the stencil I'm using is this snowflake stencil. And I wish I could tell everybody where I had gotten it from. That's the company it came from. I don't remember where I got it. So I'm going to start with this one. And again, I'm hoping, I wish I could get rid of that glare. And I'm just going to stencil over these. When you use this spackling, do not rinse it in your kitchen sink, in your sink, period. If anything, hose it off outside or rinse it really good in paper napkins. Don't rinse it down your drain, whatever you do. And because I have to use it quite a bit right now, I'm just going to rinse it in some napkins the best we can. And all I'm doing is just like if you were putting frosting on a cake. Just make sure you push down on your stencil, and again, just like you were frosting. I think we got it all. And lift it up again. We're going to rinse this for this live's sake on my napkins the best we can. Hi, Sheila. Welcome in. Again, just try to get as much as you can off and rinse it with just a mister. That's what I'm going to do right now so we can continue using this stencil. So I hope there's no glare and y'all can see how it's all raised. I hope everybody can see that. rinse. You know what? We could probably rinse it with my brush water too, since I did clean it off or put new water in. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Sheila. Just something to give definition to the banner. Again, you can do an ornament the same way. Again, I'm not going to be perfect with this because we got to use it on the rest of the stencils. So as long as we keep it wet, it will continue to go on to the other ones. I'm going to do this one next. Better if I had a little bowl of water, which I should have grabbed, but that's okay. Again, you put it on just like you were doing a cake. How is everybody's Wednesday going? We're halfway through this week. Anybody ever done this with spackling on anything? I did a tree last year with this spackling. A welcome tree. That was really pretty. It is fun to do. Believe it or not, if you ever do a border in a house, and you know how they used to have the border wallpaper, you can do the same thing with a stencil on the wall as a border, and it comes out absolutely beautiful as well. Anything that went over, just wipe it off so it doesn't dry on it. And again, can everybody see how that is on there? I hope so. It's like it's 3D. It is beautiful, Sheila, on a wall. It's gorgeous. I had done a shelf too at one time, a couple of years ago, on a wall shelf. On the edge of the shelf, I had done the stenciling, and it's really, really pretty. With the same plaster, and then you just add a varnish to it so it stands out, or you can just leave it white, but make sure that you clear it when it's on wood or furniture. Like I said, I should have grabbed the water is what I should have done to rinse this quicker for this. We'll do the best we can. Again, don't rinse this in a sink. Whatever you do, do not rinse this in your sinks. one thing when you use paint with this. Washes right out. Again, if I do the live about this again, I will definitely bring a little bowl with me. At least I could do 2 ornaments. Sheila, absolutely you could. Like I said, make sure as long as you seal it, you have to have a sealer over it. Once you seal it, it'll be there forever. Because we all know that we do need to wash our cabinets. So if you went to wipe it down, it would just reactivate this spackle. Excuse me. And using that Beyond, I don't know where my container is because I have it that I need to order it, but it's made by Beyond and it's a sealer, indoor-outdoor sealer. That you can use on cabinets, that you can use on any wood, any surface. I think we got this entire one. Don't want to miss a spot. Yeah, but that was paint. This is plaster. If you moisten plaster, it'll reactivate it. Well, that one turned out so pretty. Everybody see that? Do you think I can get another one in without washing it? We will try. Or we can just use this. Let's try it. What do I have to lose? We're going to keep doing the same spot if we can. And hopefully I don't wreck it. We're going to try to redo it with the same stuff. And hope this don't wreck it. We didn't wash this time. Let's see if I can get this to work without washing it. Hopefully it didn't wreck it. Nope, came out perfect. This time I'm going to wash it though because it's getting heavy. 2 more to go. It's getting a tad heavy. I missed anybody's comments, I promise I will get to them after the live. A lot of times Facebook won't show comments, and I won't see it till after the live. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, that's much lighter. She was getting pretty heavy there. At least we know we could finish the last two without rinsing one more time. Much better. Much better. Did I do my N right? That's not upside down, is it? Something tells me it's upside down. You know what? I'm going to be the only one that knows. We hope. We hope. Try this other spatula. Almost to the finish line. If we can put frosting on a cake, we can do this. It's a little messier, but we can do it. Comes out so pretty. So pretty. And it stands up. Believe it or not, again. Sheila, I'm hoping I can't either. I'm thinking that's right. But anyhow, it stands up so tall on here. It's so pretty. All right, our last letter. And hopefully we're going to not wash it. Oh, you know what? I hate to take this string out. But we're going to. Top, bottom. Just got to remember that. Top, bottom. Last letter. This stuff goes a long way. I've done a lot of projects with that. That is our last letter. Perfect. All right, we are not going to worry about cleaning this stencil at the moment. I am going to wipe off the remaining of this, and it's going to go off to the side so we can close that up. And always remember, if you have spackling like this, always remember to push all the stuff to the bottom. Don't leave it hanging on the edge. Take a mister, mist it, and take a damp paper towel and rest it on top of the spackling. It saves it from hardening, and it'll be good forever. All right, we are not going to worry about the rest of this. We're going to stick it in a paper towel, and it'll go away. Again, make sure you mist it. Take a wet paper towel and just lay it on top and close your container, and it'll last forever. Just like that. Close it up. Again, it'll last forever. All right, now we're getting rid of that. Clean up what went on our table. All right, now we are going to, actually we should dry it. Let me dry these so that when we stick them through, it doesn't fall off. Anybody have any questions? Anybody that just jumped on and missed something? I don't mind recapping. Thank you, Janet. Again, any questions? Anybody just jumping on and missed what I did? If anybody's watching on the replay, if you, what the heck, see this on the replay, I'd appreciate it if people would share it, please, so everybody else can learn. Such a simple and easy, inexpensive craft. Again, you can make ornaments doing the same thing. Just painting it. Just painting them on a round. They make pretty ornaments. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sheila. Yes, you can. I recommend that you use chalk paint if you do color it. Over an acrylic. And again, for doing this live sake, you can do the other side as well. I didn't. But you can do the other side and do it happy fall or fall, F-A-L-L. It's fall. Or just do F-A-L-L and put a couple leaves on the two end ones, or I think we dried them all. I think. Sheila, if you try it on your cabinets, I would love to see a picture. I don't remember if I did the other side of that one. Did I do the other side of this one? I did. On this piece of wood, it's on here. But I just want to show you what I mean. That is on that wood and it got wet. See what it does if you go to wipe it? I'm hoping you could see. If you go to wipe it, it just wipes it right off with it being wet. So if you were to take a wet rag and wipe it, it's going to smear the whole thing. That's why it says you may want to seal it. And again, I have no clue where the sealer went. Oh, if you do it, grab that sealer. And it's at Home Depot or Lowe's. One of those has them. That is what I paid for it. Again, it lasts forever. It will last forever, this stuff. There you go. If you make, exactly you can. But if it's done and you want to keep it up there forever or a long period of time, just seal it. Okay, let me get this together. Now to get it the right way. Was it up first or down? Down first. See, I knew I would forget. Can't find the other. Oh, covered our hole. Down to go across the back. Sheila, well, thank you for being here. Will it work all the way across, though? God willing. Thank you so much. I knew I would forget. I knew I would forget. Down for back. Oops, I covered that hole too. And again, I will seal these. I will seal them. Not for this live, but I will seal them. I want to give this enough time to set up a little. Even though I dried it with the heat tool, I still want it to set up a little on its own. I don't want to snug it too tight, just in case it's not dry. Oops, wrong way, Melanie. And another thing I want to do to this is I wanted to take some ribbon. Again, I don't want to do it with it still being wet, but I want to just take, I shredded the ends of my ribbon, and I wanted to do this in between them. I just don't think it's dry enough though. Temporarily, that's what I want to do. I'm not going to do it because they're still wet. But as long as everybody gets the idea. But I want to do that throughout the whole thing. It's still damp, so I don't want to do that because I don't want to wreck it. For video or for this live, this one's really shedding. I'll just do the two ends lightly. again. I want to do it all the way across, but I want to wait till it dries. I don't want to ruin them because I do know they're still a little wet. So this is what we have. It's probably going to be backwards to everybody, but I hope everybody can see how that spackling is raised on the whole thing. Again, I'm going to put ribbon across the whole thing like that. Maybe a couple different colors, but that's what we have. Just a little, I hope it's not backwards to everybody, but there it is. And again, you can decorate it or pick anything you guys want in the centers. I'm going to let it dry overnight. I want it to be set, and I'm going to seal it. But there we have it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for the shares and the hearts. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a great Wednesday evening, and I will see everybody really, really soon. Have a great day, and thank you.